Um, what's the hardest conversation you two have had with each other during this whole journey? During this whole entire boxing journey, right? What do you think the most difficult conversation you guys have had with each other? I'm gonna start with Jalil. I want Jalil to start this one off. It might be the
Um, honestly, honestly, the constant conversation, like I just said, life's all about growth. The constant conversation has always been consistency, and that is bigger than boxing. That is
Mhm.
one of those things that doesn't even go about boxing. That goes about life. For as long as I can remember, my dad has said, same guy you are on Monday, you got to be that guy on Friday. And the same guy you are January the 1st is the same guy you got to be December 31st. If they don't know who to expect from day to day, then it's hard to deal with you. And I've just been working on that, trying to stay actively cognizant of being consistent. The
Mm,
past two fights, you guys have gotten very great performances from me. And I told you guys we've had very great camps for those fights. This fight right here, we've had a very great camp. I look forward to another very great performance. And I just gotta credit that to my dad because he just has always pounded on consistency. You know, if you run 3 miles a day and you get to the point where 3 miles a day becomes so easy that you all of a sudden say, yeah, I'm going to change it to 6 miles. And the one day you change it to 6 miles, you do it one day, but then the next day you don't run at all. You ruined your consistency right there. You should have just stayed at 3 miles a day. So that's all that I feel like that's been the biggest argument. And as I get older and I mature, and nowadays I feel like I do better with listening to him to understand and comprehend what he's saying compared to listening just to respond. A lot of times us younger people, and I still tend to do it from time to time. We don't listen to comprehend. We listen to respond. So listening and understanding what's being told to me. I tell my nephew all the time, don't think about how I said what I said. Think about what I said.
mm,
So it's like,
mm.
that's been the main thing. Just